Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It's January 12th, 2019. I woke up this morning and I had a lot of text messages, people saying, Zach, Gematrinator.com's down. What's going on? What's going on? So I just notified Derek. Derek is who runs Gematrinator. And he called the web hosting service and they said his website was taken down because it had an image related to Sandy Hook that now has a copyright claim. And because that image was up in a certain section of his website, they had to take the whole page down. So Derek is right now fighting with the company to get Gematrinator.com back up. Let me just call Derek. I've been texting him. I know he's working with the website company to try to get it up right now, but I just want to see if I can get him on so you can hear in his own words what they told him. And then I want to show you what's so funny about this being done on January 12th in light of this being, Sandy Hook related. So let me see if Derek picks up. I know he's busy.
What's up, dude?
Hey, man, I got you on a live stream.
Oh, excellent. How's it going?
It's going well. I just want to educate people on how we are literally being tormented by this code in light of Gematrinator being taken down today on January 12th over something Sandy Hook related. So I just got you on speakerphone, and if you want to tell people what the web company told you this morning.
Sure, yeah. As soon as my website goes back up, I plan on making a little post of it showing what they told me and how they explained it. Essentially, when I asked why my website was down, and granted, this is nothing new. My website regularly goes down for only several minutes at a time now. Up until recently, I want to say this past October, I was constantly losing connection on my website for up to an hour at a time where the entire site would go down. And I made a big stink about this. This was around the same time I made a big video ranting about all the times my internet was being taken down while I was live streaming. Literally 6 of 7 live streams, my home internet got cut in the middle of it, and at no other point was this ever happening.
Right.
So that was up through October, and then things got a little better. They upgraded my website, actually, because apparently they felt bad about what was happening to the site. The interesting thing about that is that when they did that, my blog statistics instantly quadrupled.
Huh.
So, and it was overnight, and it was very consistent. So what that tells me is that the stats that I'm getting on my blog are not representative of how many people are actually visiting the website, but actually the result of an algorithm, which takes into account how much you're paying for your website, what kind of service you have. Essentially, it's proof that it's manipulated numbers.
Right.
As of today, I went back on and said, hey, my website's been down for 45 minutes, close to an hour now. This is pretty unusual, as, recently it's been a lot better. And so I asked what's going on here, and they said, oh, there was a copyright claim placed on your website. And I said, how does that even make sense? I don't sell anything. I don't really even link to anything that's being sold other than your book, I guess. And it didn't make any sense. And they pointed to, okay, well, in order for us to bring your website back, you have to delete this picture. And the picture was from a blog post that I made back in May. And in that blog post, I exposed the Sandy Hook shooting as, another numeric ritual, as we all know this stuff is by now. And in that post, I put a picture of, remember the fact that Lenny Posner, he had a son named Noah Posner, who allegedly died in the Sandy Hook shooting. Well, the photos that they used for Noah Posner also happen to be the same photos they used for a kid who died in a school shooting in Pakistan a couple years later. So I made a post and I included that photo where I circled the picture of Noah Posner being mourned in Pakistan for some reason. And that's the photo they chose to take my entire website down for. So I let the technicians know that they are engaged in activity that's dangerously close to censorship, violating the First Amendment. They told me that I'm going to have to take it up with their legal team. I'm sure their legal team is just going to point to the news today and tell me that this is just how things are now. But imagine that. I mean, something where there's no company stamp, there's no logo. I'm not profiting off the website. I do have a donate link that's barely covered the cost of the website up to this point. And here we are now. They actually took the steps to actively take my website down for the first time, whereas up to this point, it had always been circumstantial or technical issues, so they claim. But It's pretty clear now that the censorship fight is in full swing, Zach.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's been getting worse and worse year after year. That's why I started speaking up 2013. But in light of this being taken down today, it's definitely been down for more than an hour. I woke up to text messages about 2 hours ago, people asking what was up with your website. And it hasn't been up the whole time I've been up. This is the longest I've ever seen Gematria.com down. I have seen the troubles it's had in recent years, just going down intermittently, but it's been down for at least 2 hours today, and I've never seen this 404 error because it says the page isn't there. That's not normally the error message you get. So I was wondering what was going on. And then
if you look at the URL, it says suspended page, disabled.cgi
right.
is where it redirects you to. And I saw that, I was like, what is going on? So that's when I really jumped on with support and asked what the hell is happening.
Right. So I knew today was different. And then to find out it's Sandy Hook just makes me laugh because, as we know, just using the alphabetic order, Sandy Hook equals 112. Adam Lanza's born on the 112th day of the year. They said he weighed 112 pounds. The shooting synced up with the Doom Blaine massacre, which was on a date with 112 numerology. And then your webpage gets taken down on 112. It's just like, come on.
And for the record, Alex Jones equals 112 in Jewish gematria, but aside the point, I mean, it's clearly doing this by the numbers.
It is.
It couldn't be more obvious.
It is that we're even getting tormented by the numbers. I already knew this was going on, but it's just something else, man. So.
And I just want to let the listeners know when the website does eventually come back up. If you go on the top bar, you know, there's a little navigation bar. You put your mouse over, you get some drop-down menus. One of those is miscellaneous, and under the miscellaneous drop-down, there's a link that says download calculator, and with that. If you download that file, it'll give you a zip file, and you can actually download all of the website files used to run the calculator, both the Gematria calculator and the date duration calculator. And you can download those for your computer. So in the event that the government decides that they don't want us running numbers because we're exposing the code that they are running by, you can simply use it offline as well. So that option is available for any decoders who are looking to script the system a little more.
Is that available on Mac now?
I don't. Well, no. You might be thinking of the Excel file,
right?
I'm just talking about the raw website files, so like the HTML, the JavaScript files. Those are now available for download from the drop-down menu under miscellaneous.
Okay.
So all you have to do is drag those into like a folder on your desktop or something, and you can just go in and click the HTML file, and it'll open the calculator offline. So again, that option's available for anyone who wants a backup for. You know, whatever the next story they decide that they want to take us down for.
Okay, so once the website's back up, everybody should do that. I'll do that myself.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all I lose is a few hits on the page. I mean, I prefer you go to the website just to keep the hits going up so that the website keeps climbing the ranks in the search engines. I think that is kind of important. I mean, despite the censorship, the website is still popping up at the top of Google. You know, which is kind of surprising, but it's still there. So I do encourage people to visit the website when it's up, but in the event it's down, those files will be available.
Appreciate it, Derek, and hopefully they get it back up soon. Keep up the good work, man.
All right, thanks a lot, Zach, man. Thanks for phoning in. And on YouTube, Gematrinator_85. Those are my videos. Do a few a week. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. But thanks for reaching out, Zach, and thanks to everybody who's still supporting the cause.
All right, keep it up, Derek. You have a good day, man.
All right, will do. Thank you. Bye.
For people who don't know, in the description of every video I make, Derek's channel's linked, so is Chigozie's, Dan Behrendt's, other people who do good Gematria work, the Gematria Database, great tool built out there. Be sure to check out the links in the description of my video. I'm going to switch over to the desktop real quick and just go over the comedy again of Sandy Hook and 112. So, remember all these stories about Adam Lanza weighing 112 pounds? There were so many. Everybody published on Adam Lanza weighing 112 pounds. The USA Today, NBC, every major publication did. New York Times, NPR, Daily Kos, Wikipedia, just every news. Trust me, I've been covering this for years. If you look up Adam Lanza's birthday, it's April 22nd, which is the 112th day of the year. April 22nd. And April 22nd, the 112th day of the year. The Dune Blaine massacre was March 13th, 1996. That's where a random gunman walked into a elementary school in the UK and targeted first graders. Gun rights were taken away in the UK because of the Dune Blaine massacre. March 13, 96, 3 plus 13 plus 96. It was a date with 112 numerology. 112 is the alt dialing code for 911. And in Gematria, Sandy Hook sums to 112 just using the alphabetic order. And while Derek cites down, there's two other sites you can use. You can use gematrix.org. That's one. Gematrix.org, the way it works is that it uses 3 ciphers. It uses the alphabetic order. It uses the times 6 method. So A is 6, B is 12, C is 18. Clay Ellum, really? This might be telemarketing. Hold on while this loads. Hello, caller?
Hi, Manuel there.
I think you got the wrong number.
Oh, well, maybe you can help me. This is Jim on behalf of the Police Officers Defense Alliance. The number of law enforcement officers killed by criminals is a serious issue. Criminals target law enforcement.
Do you guys get those calls, these like robotic calls to donate to the police, and they make it seem like it's real? You see how they start like that? Like it's, oh, whoops, oh, wrong person. Maybe you can help me. There's your law enforcement for you. Anyway, Sandy Hook, this is the alphabetic order right here. S is the 19th letter, A is the first, N is the 14th, so on. Sandy Hook 112. So we've talked about how this number has been coded over the Sandy Hook ritual again and again, and then Derek's Gematrinator calculator, which exposes this code, gets taken down on January 12th. Here's what happens if you go to gematrinator.com today. Never seen this before. Error 404, page not found. And then you can see that it says suspended page. So, yeah, I don't know how many hours it's been down for. It's been down for at least 2. People have been texting me since 8 this morning. I'm out here on the West Coast. It's after 10 now. But yeah, I mean, again, the people who rule over us, they mock us every day with this code. Today, they're really mocking us, you know, the people that use this knowledge and spread this knowledge. Unbelievable, you know. So I'll be back at about 1 p.m. to do the daily podcast. Got to make up for yesterday. Lots to cover. But just wanted to keep you guys posted on what's going on. So if you see my blog, I'm doing all of my decodes by hand. Luckily, I can do Gematria in my head and type it out pretty efficiently. But the calculator is definitely a valuable resource. So some of you guys are probably wondering about the Paris story. We'll just cover it real quick. A gas explosion reportedly killed 3 in Paris, France. Check it out. They said it was caused from a gas leak with the alphabetic order 56. Paris, France with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology 56. They say it killed 3 with the alphabetic order 56. This happens on 112, January 12th. 112, the emergency dialing code in Europe. So, no. Anyway, be back later today. Gematrinator should be back up, hopefully sooner than later. Another reminder also why you should pick up the book, you know. Someday you come on and Gematrinator's down and it never comes back up again. If you have the book, you'll have all of these codes and how to do the codes and translate the words into numbers in print. This book has all of Derek's ciphers covered. And if you learn the code well enough, you know, you won't need the calculator. You'll be able to do it by hand yourself. So it's good to be able to do it by hand. Links in the description for the book, for Derek's website, for other truth seeker sites related, and the Gematrinator calculator. Until next time.